Dr. Samuel Whitman, an enigmatic scientist known for his obsession with time, had finally unveiled his creation to the world, a chat application he called TimeLink. It promised users the ability to communicate with their past and future selves, a concept that sent shivers down the spines of those who dared to contemplate it. The initial excitement turned into an eerie anticipation as people downloaded the app. Soon, users found themselves immersed in conversations with versions of themselves from different points in their lives. The experience was unsettling as they gazed into the faces of their past and future, confronting their own mortality and the choices that defined them. Yet, as more and more people began to use TimeLink, the world around them grew increasingly bizarre and nightmarish. Time itself seemed to warp and twist. Users reported seeing their own doppelgangers in dark alleyways, their future selves whispering cryptic warnings that echoed in their minds long after the encounters. Memories became fragmented and disjointed. People forgot who they were, where they had come from, and what they had once known as reality. Each interaction with a past or future self left them with a lingering sense of dread, as if they had glimpsed something horrific just beyond the veil of understanding. One fateful night, a user named Sarah messaged Samuel with trembling fingers. She claimed to be trapped in an endless loop, a cycle of conversations with her future self that grew more sinister with each iteration. She described her own voice growing colder and more malevolent with every encounter, urging her to make choices that led to increasingly gruesome consequences. Samuel realized that TimeLink was no longer a tool for self-improvement, but a conduit for unspeakable horrors. He delved into the app's dark heart, where he found a digital abyss filled with the echoes of countless lost souls, all pleading for release from the maddening labyrinth of time. In his quest to unravel the truth, Samuel encountered versions of himself that had gone mad, their minds shattered by the relentless paradoxes of TimeLink. They whispered incoherent prophecies of doom, their eyes hollow and haunted. As the temporal chaos spread, people began to vanish from existence, one by one, leaving behind only faint echoes of their existence. Entire cities crumbled into ruins, and the sky turned an unnatural shade of crimson. The world became a nightmarish hellscape, overrun by grotesque manifestations of temporal anomalies. In a final, desperate act, Samuel realized that TimeLink's malignant influence could only be stopped by severing the connection between past and future. He initiated the shutdown sequence, watching as the app dissolved into digital oblivion. With TimeLink's destruction, the world was plunged into silence. The paradoxes ceased, but the scars of the temporal nightmare would forever haunt the survivors. Samuel knew that he had saved humanity from a fate worse than death, but the cost was the shattering of reality itself. As he looked out over the desolate landscape, he couldn't shake the feeling that something ancient and malevolent had been awakened, lurking just beyond the fringes of time. The true horror lay not in what had transpired, but in what could still come to pass in the ever uncertain future.